In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Yo, what's up, bros?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They motion the slot man left. Jackson now on 2nd down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack. Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here, an early 3rd and long. Here's, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
God damn, the offensive line ain't fucking doing nothing.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. 13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. And and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Cooks going in motion. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw is Prescott. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there.
I don't know why he tried to slap that shit then. He should have picked that motherfucker just then.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's got the first down.
Good shit.
A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback.
Go get him.
Getting into the hands of his receiver.
Go kill him. Go kill him.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Cooks going in motion. On 2nd down, it's Dak. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal. Here's Dak to throw.
Hit him.
Got his big tight
What
end.
doing?
Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver.
Shit, that shit was tight right there, boy. With 2 motherfuckers right there. That nigga still caught that shit. What the fuck I'm talking about?
7-0 is our score.
Let's get it.
Is sent into the air.
Let's get it.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses.
That's my fault.
Not much happening there. Just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Bateman is the motion man. On play action.
Oh, I got him, coach. What the fuck? Come on, offensive line. Come on, line.
Couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know
nah, that nigga, I was throwing it to damn Bateman.
The idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough.
Thing but wide open. Oh, I didn't even look at Henry. I don't know what the fuck Henry been doing. I seen some shit. I had seen some shit, boy. That shit been wide open. Get a little 1st down real quick right here. Get the 1st down real quick. I had to stop. You see, I had to stop to go get that. I had to wrap around. I had to slow it down. Let's fucking go, man.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he
Good
can't
hit,
hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath.
There you go. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me.
Gotta have it best play call.
That's what I'm talking about, Derek. That's what we needed right there, Derek.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Now, Jackson.
Look at it. What you mean? I got 3 yards. I got me a little 3 yards. I'll take the little 3 yards. I'll take what? I just got 3 yards.
First down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains is what every offense.
That shit got me closer to this right here. That shit got me closer to this right here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's fucking get it.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
When you think back to the first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us is so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity.
Let's go, Derek.
And they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this
go,
league.
Derek.
It's not always going to be.
Don't play.
Really nice job settling with their
And he will get in.
Fucking Derek. Andrews.
8-7.
I don't play.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half.
Let's get it.
See if they can
I ain't mean for it to be that short. Now, come on now. Tighten up. Tighten up, Tucker. He caught. He caught.
Solid run back there. He'll get this out past.
I gave him an extra little 3 yards. Extra little 3 yards.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
I'm on CD. I got CD, coach. I got CD, coach. I'm on CD.
For Prescott. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass.
I'm on CD.
And it'll lead to a second
I'm on
down.
CD, coach. I'm on CD. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. I'm on CD, coach. What's up, man?
Here's Prescott.
I'm on him. Throw it. Throw that shit. I'm going to kill him.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He'll run again.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
2nd and 7. Now Prescott. And that ball in and out of his hands.
Let's go, defense. He was scared I was going to hit him. He was scared of that hit.
Wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Watch CD. Watch CD. Watch that lamb, motherfucker.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the offense will elect to...
Hey, you better take a field goal.
In the second quarter. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion.
A field goal. I thought he was about to go for it.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here.
Look like you kick him to me.
The biggest thing is able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
He'll start at the 2.
Do him. Fuck. That shit won't let me cross him.
As time runs out on this first half of play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll
what? 2 points?
Here.
Oh, I don't mean nothing. Immaculate defense on the way. Oh my God, I did not mean to kick that shit like that.
The difference is just 2.
35.
Quarter number 3.
That's an extra 5 yards. I ain't worried about it. I was gonna put you at the 30 anyway. Man, watch that pass, man. He desperate. Watch the pass. Lock down.
First and 10.
Lock down. Lock down the pass. No fly zone. Go get him. Go kill him. Go kill him.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
I had niggas laying on the run. That nigga fell.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Dak to throw.
Go get him. Go. Oh my God, y'all let that nigga kill him. The fuck is y'all doing?
This one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short.
Well, that was so lucky with that though, man. He's spinning around, back foot.
Throw the ball downfield to generate.
That nigga spent around off the back foot, getting blitzed. Dak ain't never did that in real life.
On the ground, it's down.
Kill him.
He'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That nigga spun round and threw that shit. What the fuck? That shit make me want to go get Patrick Mahomes after this one. He decent. Oh my God. What the fuck?
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete.
See, I don't run with Lamar though.
To get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Prescott now. He'll try and get there.
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him.
He gets 15 yards.
Man, you were lucky just there.
Those are the back-breaking plays defensively.
I'm going to crack the shit out that nigga straight out of bounds.
Dead to rights. You're about to get off the field, and instead, you let him turn into
or I'm going to get one clean hit on him. That nigga going to fumble that bitch. He going to look like Tua when I hit him.
Here with Vaughn. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
You see I hit him with the elbow? You see I hit him with the shoulder? I ain't mad at it. I'll take it.
Now a second down throw for Preston.
Ah, fuck y'all missing the hit.
And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Missing all the hits.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns?
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Deuce ball. Touchdown, Dallas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yeah.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. A first down throw for Jackson.
Arrow play. Go catch that.
Downfield. Flowers. They'll run it on first down with Henry.
Go get him, Henry. Come on.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Play action now. Jackson. Now he'll run. And he'll be brought down.
I'll take the 2 little yards. I'll take the 2 yards.
Here in this third quarter.
I need to score, get a pick 6, and then let Derrick Henry do his thing.
Down and 4. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll take a shot.
Well, that one-on-one. That one-on-one. That one-on-one. That one-on-one. Ah, fucking one-on-one. I don't fucking play.
But he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line.
I do not fucking play.
A big play there. Jackson to Flowers.
You know, use a catch. You feel me? Appreciate it, my nigga. Yeah. Make sure you send that.
First and goal, and it's Henry.
Make sure you send a friend request.
He's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him.
You got to send me a friend request. Go get it. I go get it. I go get it. I go get it. I'll go get that shit. I needed that.
That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg,
I go get that shit.
picking away at this one now.
You know shit like that gotta be user. Computers don't do that.
This comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given
computers don't do that.
Chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again?
You know it. You know it.
Really make this one interesting.
It's hard as fuck to stop that play.
I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here, this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So, 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning available, yet they'll go with an onside kick. So it is back to a 1-point game.
Oh, man, fuck.
As they kick it away. And this is taken in by the defense.
This is tough. Trying to give your guys a chance.
Well, if you would have scored, you could have declined that shit.
You have to hit it hard. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Well, that shit gave it. That shit. What? That shit cheated because I really wasn't trying to do that. Kill him. Kill him.
Hang on through the
Kill him.
contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his
Come on,
passes,
spam a loop.
you have to imagine
Tighten
there's
up
a handful of
defense.
throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category.
Appreciate
but
everybody for stopping
biggest
by. We
thing,
live on
most
YouTube.
Fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead.
Hell yeah.
Despite a bit of an up and down performance out of their quarterback.
Trying to get this pick. Trying to get this pick.
Got the turnover.
Oh! Live on fucking YouTube.
File this play away. If they're able to hold
38th
on,
bam
hold
spam.
this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment.
User
of this
shit.
game.
User perfect
Oftentimes
timing
it takes
shit.
that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
He'll
Come
struggle to
on.
get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Back near his goal line. Jackson.
Go.
He's
Go.
gonna keep it himself.
Let's get it.
That's a smart play.
I'll take that.
Second
I'll take
down,
that.
don't
I needed
force
that
it
little
if it's
bit.
not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable.
Go ahead and get me a little quick little first down. I ain't in no rush. Get me a little first down real quick. I told you I need a skull, a pick, then let Derrick Henry do his fucking thing. Then let Derrick Henry do his fucking thing.
They'll try and run for this with Henry.
Go get in there. Go get in there.
First down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. Aguilar goes off in motion. So, 2 minutes to play. Second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
I ain't in no rush. I had to grind to get here.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play.
Just throw that away real quick. Get rid of that.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Bateman is the motion man. In the shotgun, here's Jackson.
I got him, coach.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Raven first down.
Now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. Again.
I got him, coach.
Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Got him again, coach. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, my God. They cheated me.
The intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
He missed the pick, and I missed the catch? Come on. That shit tipped off your finger and tipped off my shit. Come on, Madden. Come on, Madden.
So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
I'll take the stop clock, though. I'll take the clock stopping, though. I needed that.
Nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's Henry.
God, get in there, Henry. Get in there. Get in there.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first. Finding space at the 15. And this is a touchdown.
I was going to stop and let Henry drop on the ground. I was about to do it. But I say, nah, I ain't going to do that lame ass shit.
When you start talking about the quality of the top tier back in the NFL,
I could have dropped right there. I was thinking about dropping right there at the 10-yard line.
But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, timing.
Let me get this right here too then.
As much as what hole to hit, and I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together.
Tighten up offense.
He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Oh, I got him. I got him.
And he will get
I got him. I got him. I got him, coach.
Extend the lead to 7 points.
Let's fucking get it. Even though I did that fuck-ass onside kick.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
And then if you know how to play defense with them, like I do, oh my God. Oh my God.
Across the 20, mark them down 23-yard line.
I play defense. If you look at the title of my screen, that shit say Elite Defense Madden online.
Here's first down.
My game is hinged on defense. That pick is what did it.
Prescott.
I need another one, coach. I hit him. Ooh, big hit. Big hit. That's what I'm talking about.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one
I average a pick and a motherfucking fumble a game. There go both of them. Back to back.
You're up against the wall. You
Good
know
hit.
you need a late score here to come back.
That was a user hit stick. User hit stick.
Defense, they know they were a stop away from victory, and
38th bam spam on YouTube.
It looks like they're going to seal this one.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Hell no, they don't. You got to put Turpin in.
So it is a win here for the visitors.
Let's fucking go, man.
And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Let's get it. Let's go. Beat. Elite defense. Elite defense.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor.
Yo, what's up, bros? We live on YouTube.
Just an and Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one.
His first throw is an interception. Brandon Stevens has it. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six.
Let's get it. Live on YouTube.
So
38 Bam
we
Spam.
got a
Road
big
to 100
defensive
subscribers.
highlight already as the
38
pick six
Bam
starts off
Spam
our
on YouTube.
scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive.
So the Ravens will try for 2. Jackson throwing for it. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Really a dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they can make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done now to this home crowd to get them off their seats, I can't wait to hear the volume when the defense hits the field.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down.
Tighten up, man.
Like
Elite defense.
Elite
defense.
Take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Warren running between the tackles. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That one gains 7. And that's a Steelers first down. Warren once more. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Justin Matabike making that stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Harris gets it on the draw. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative, the last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd-and-1 run.
So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. We'll see what they choose to do. It's 4th and real short inside the red zone. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Jackson throwing here. Complete Derrick Henry. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He'll get this to Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. On the move, headed right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
It's picked off. Dante Jackson. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
I knew it.
So the
I knew it.
Is
Get it.
in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure but get that 1st down anyway.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Lamar off to play fake. And they take him down right along the 30. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Jackson. Henry on the catch. He's got it in the red zone. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Working quickly here. Motioning him from the slot right. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Blitz coming, Lamar. That's taken in by Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. To rock this offense.
Live on YouTube, 38th Bam Spam, live on YouTube.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Ravens gonna give it another go, trying for 2. Lamar throwing again. And they've got it. Caught in the end zone. And now the lead is 16-0. Well, they really have this defense on its heels, Brock. Still the opening half, but a couple of touchdowns now. And a perfect 2 for 2 on 2-point tries.
Yeah, this defense, they're picking up the scraps. They're not doing anything wrong. This offense, though, they sure are scoring touchdowns and then 2-point conversions to top it off. You know, part of the reason you don't see this a lot, Kate, is you only have so many 2-point plays in the arsenal, and they're using them here very early.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Here's Fields to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early.
Elite
Intercepted
defense, live on YouTube,
Picked off by
38th Bam
Humphrey.
Spam.
Well, that's now 2
Live on
Kate, that they
YouTube.
got
Make sure you go hit the
for picks
subscribe
in this
button.
game.
Make
He's
sure
got
everybody
to
stop
be
by. Make
careful.
sure you hit the
Right,
thumbs
you've
up on the video.
got to protect.
We got them quitting live on YouTube. We got them quitting live on YouTube. My bad, y'all. My bad. We back live on YouTube. We 2-0, people. 2-0. 2-0.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation, we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Well, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third and goal, Jackson. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Room here to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 35. Four. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's got this to Pickens. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw. Fields able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop the clock for 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They hand this off to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Fields now to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more in the second half.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now Fields. Dancing to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Fields. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Pushes him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Inside handoff, Henry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. In motion, Aguilar. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry up the middle. Evades the tackler, and now some space to the 27-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball.
Man, I knew he was going to do that punk-ass shit, man.
Overexcited in the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They run again with Harris. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Motherfucker, I gonna fumble that shit. Like, come on, man. Like, weak stuff like that be happening on mine. I don't be understanding. I'm securing the ball with the truck stick, all that good shit. Like, what else am I, like, come on, man. He fumbled it on my 12. Like, come on, man.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead. Deontay Hardy to return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now they face second down. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Justin Reed with the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jackson now on third. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Lamar out of the pistol. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Second down now, 7 to go. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes bails out of the pocket quick. Pacheco hauls it in. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Hardy on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Big gain downfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense in the hurry up here. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 37. He's on the move. Connects with Bateman. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Vacates quickly left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Hauled in by Gray. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Has his man. It's Pacheco. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Throwing again, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. Rolling out to his left. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll get him down at the 7-yard line. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Pacheco again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Pacheco finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. And brings up 4th and long. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
You kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock here with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket.
That is an effort play. I love that by the defense. Corralling the QB behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down when they decide to scramble. What excellent pursuit. Stay on them the entire way.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain, giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. To the air, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He rolls to his right. That's taken in by Henry. Pushing it up past the 30. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Henry on the option. Has a lane past the 45. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Lamar back to throw. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. Escapes a defender. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
On the move, headed right. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. Kelsey makes the catch. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down throw, Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So we're through 3 here. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. Buying some time left. He's got it at the 6. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They'll run Pacheco. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Offense up to the line fast. Now it's Mahomes. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The team stretches to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand. Get off.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the third.
I had to mute him in the background. Got the TV all in the background and stuff.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they...
Oh, and his early struggles
I don't play.
Here's another one intercepted.
Ah.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Stroud. Flushed out right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle. And it's
What the fuck, Stroud? You just threw that shit away like that. You were wide the fuck open. Yeah, Roquan injured. Yeah.
Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Texans 8, Ravens nothing.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Jackson now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Isaiah Likely from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are back within a couple of the lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
That is caught. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun to give to Mixon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal?
And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. That is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Adafe Owe charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Throwing on second and long. Stroud. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stroud looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Stroud out of the gun here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 41.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 31 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. Pass out left finds Kohler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Charlie Kohler from 10 yards out. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The left side caught by Diggs. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Stroud now on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, This second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage. And just like that, we're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do. And think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Oh, what a play, but he couldn't get out of bounds. And you've got no timeouts. They've got to get to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Throwing, Jackson. Flushed out right. And they're able to get...
It's over with. Let's go.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Gillette. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 21. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. There. And that's a New England 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Finds his man. It's Demario Douglas. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Here's May. He puts some power on a deep one left. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give to Mixon up the middle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be kicked there. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. He has the first over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Texans trailing in the early going. New set of downs for him from the 46. Stroud throwing here on 1st. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Christian Gonzalez has it. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Forced out to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to the air. It's May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. He's got room to roam here. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've told...
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on second down. Getting out to his left. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. Now May on third and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Up and good from Joseph. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down, Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. Earn a premium in this league.
This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with third and long. Stroud. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Whew, very unfortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So that brings up fourth and long.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Looking to throw. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So now the Texans decide not to pull the offense. They're not kicking. They're going for two. A final throw before the break. And this is going to be caught, so they get the two, and now trail by only 2. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball. They know how to finish.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They'll cobble together a yard there. And stop coming from Henry To'o. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Short pass brought in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Here's May to the air. Throw reeled in by Stevenson. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
To the air on 1st down, May. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Working inside the red zone. Buying some time right. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
To the air yet again, May. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Gibson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots push the lead to 2 scores now. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
He put some air under a deep throw to the left. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Oh, they faked the spike. They're going to throw. And the fake spike works. They fooled the defense, and he reaches the end zone for a touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
He's throwing for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41. May now from the gun. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, it's May. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Gibson here from the gun. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. from the gun. It's Stroud. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch.
And he reels it in for 2, so now a field goal would get them the lead.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
Houston calls it second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And the Patriots are there to bring in the kick, and that should just about do it in this one. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Get ready! Come on, man. Take it to the...
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here he is to throw. Complete. It's Bourne. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Spread the ball around this drive, huh? 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow eluding the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Looking to throw, Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Yo, route running immaculate. I see.
A Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I don't quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. 2 times.
That was almost a pick. Let's go, man. Tighten up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just...
And that was my pick, man.
He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw again is Penix. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals will take over here.
Let's go. Live on YouTube. Immaculate defense.
That time
Immaculate
zone
defense.
coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half the second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And Burrow going to throw again. And that one off the mark behind him.
Tighten up, ref. That's pass interference. Tighten up, ref.
Open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception.
Let's get it. Live on YouTube. Immaculate defense, man. I don't play. I do not play.
Out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime.
Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on the video and hit the subscribe button. It's free. Roll to 100 subscribers.
Back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, it's Penix.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll throw with Penix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. To the air, Penix. Right back to Pitts again.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Falcons. Ray McLeod from 6 yards away.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Shot.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Gun. Shot.
At the 43-yard line.
Shot.
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
That's to his tight end all.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Running right, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
David Onyemata, excellent effort, and he earns a tackle for loss.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
11. 12. Shot.
Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
A run here with Brown. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Now 2nd and 9.
11 mighty. Here we go. Shot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Looking to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.